Hi, I am Geneva Brown, and my views on professional dispositions are as follows. I strongly believe that every teacher, regardless of the grade level, should have their own professional disposition. In my personal opinion, I feel that I have been able to master a few of the 9 dispositions that each teacher should work hard to master. The ones that I have mastered the most are high expectations, fairness, professional conduct, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. Opinion, educators that are truly dedicated to their job, dedicated to making sure that each child is held to the highest level of learning as possible. So high expectations and dedication do work together. Along following after that, you have to be an advocate. You have to advocate for each one of your students, not only in the classroom, but in their community. So many of their community environments spill over to the classroom. So you have to be able to be dedicated to know that each learner can reach their highest level of potential by advocating for them and getting to know them not only in the classroom but in their community. You always have to be honest as a teacher. You have to be honest with the students, and then you also have to be honest with yourself. Honesty will definitely take you a long way as a teacher. Honesty is the number one golden rule to me as a teacher. And if you practice honesty with the students, then they'll be honest with yourself, with themselves, and they'll be honest with you. And then that's also something that you can be teaching them, because we are models and examples for each and every one of our students. Now, we do have to always be fair with our students. I know it can be very easy for us to be a little bit biased and maybe treat another student a little bit differently than the other students, which we definitely have to do as teachers. That's a part of us being differentiated in our instruction, is we have to be able to look at and break down the material so that it can benefit the students. Now, when we look at our professional conduct, that's a part of being fair, and not only being fair but also being honest and having compassion for the students. That is our professional way that we should act at all times. When a student sees that his or her teacher comes to work on time, is always following the rules, and not compromising those rules, that's our professional conduct. Everything that we do, as I've said earlier, is a model to each one of our students, and that's what we should be doing. When we respect the diversity of each student, that also goes along with our professional conduct, because we can't show any bias because someone else is from a different culture than we are. And as a teacher, we can definitely take some steps to incorporate their culture or their diversity into the classroom. And that will also show compassion and help us to be more of an advocate for that particular student. There are 2 of the dispositions that I do feel like I can definitely work on. I have been teaching for 1 year so far, and I do feel that I can definitely work on more of my reflection and more of curiosity. Curiosity is one of those things that I see I will probably may not be able to master, but I can certainly work to achieve mastering curiosity, which would be to try to really tap into the minds and the actual way that a student works. If they're a kinesthetic learner, if an audio or a visual learner, that would be something that I definitely really want to strive to be able to pinpoint and point out, so that way I can hold that student and help them reach that higher level of learning and potential that they can. And then the second thing that I do need to work on more is my reflection. I do need to take some time. Being a new teacher, definitely I have thought about some things, but I can honestly say I haven't really taken some true time to really work on what I've done. And I think reflection should be done over the summer. Something that I really want to do next year is to kind of take some notes in a notebook at the end of the summer. Just go ahead and read all of the things that I have thought, because the year goes by so fast and sometimes we forget exactly how we felt about a certain thing or strategy that we tried that we failed on, and something new that we tried to implement that did work. So having that little journal will definitely help me to be able to better reflect and then be ready for the next school year. My expectations as a professional are to strive as much as I can to master and exceed and be very proficient in all of these professional dispositions. All of the 9 dispositions are things that every teacher should really hold, and they all work together in an interconnected way. So one thing that I can do to make sure that I am upholding these standards is to go ahead and just review these standards at the beginning of the school year, and then maybe review them again over spring break, just to make sure that I'm always falling in line and hold those things cognizant in my mind, that I can be able to make sure that I'm following those guidelines. Thank you.